I believe that they're okay. So fully my personal thoughts, um, when it comes to new religions and new deities coming into the scene, my thoughts on this are, like I said, I really think that people are not fully ready to see these things yet. And because they're not fully ready to see these things or understand these things, it's going to, I worry, lead to cults forming, but cults forming out of misinterpretation and lack of an understanding. Because when people. The other side is very hard for the human brain to process, and it always ends up leading to psychosis. Because the brain disconnects a lot from reality, and because it disconnects from reality, it can't process what is real and what isn't. And it's an understandable thing that happens. Because anybody who ends up really coming into like a deep contact with something otherworldly is going to struggle to process what it is. And it oftentimes leads to people developing mental illnesses because their brain can't tell what is what. They're seeing things that aren't there and are not tangible. The brain kind of collapses. And this is for what I would, some of the early Islamic golden age anti-theists posed that argument and said that prophets are all just very delusional, and due to their delusions have a tendency to incite these kinds of things, and because they're inciting them, they end up spreading a lot of misinformation about these beings, which is why to some degree you could argue that ancient religions are a lot more brutal, because not only does it reflect a time period, but their interpretations of the world were also much, much looser and worse than ours. And because of that, I have my thoughts on this are kind of that it kind of goes like the idea of religion and psychosis, that since religion causes psychosis, people need to be aware that they have psychosis. Look up the symptoms, look up what delusions can look like. That way you can better differentiate what is actually your deity versus what is just your head. And that's why this new age spirituality, or not this new age spirituality, but this new age of these new deities coming into the picture, it worries me because I don't want people to not know what they're working with. Zane